Hey everyone, I'm Trading Man Dan with the chart guys. I've been trading the last 14 years. We're going to check in on the broader market. After starting the week with a bounce, the bears had full control to end last week, but we've got some daily higher lows shaping up that we were looking for in some key ETFs. We have some headlines over the weekend with the presidential election, and we're going to look at what the most likely scenarios are for here and the most important things we're watching this week. Let's go. So I'm still in travel mode for another couple of days, which means I won't be day trading, but I will take swing trades while in travel mode, and I did grab a couple today. We'll look at those when we get there, but to start it off, SPY, daily bounce underway. So we started with a higher open, and then we know, okay, higher open, but we have not confirmed an hourly uptrend. We know hourly consolidation is going to take place at some point, and we know an hourly higher low is the most likely scenario because of the size of the bounce overnight. We then set the hourly higher low, confirm the hourly uptrend, and now we have confidence in this daily bounce being underway. The next question that we're looking for to get answered over the next couple of days is, what is our bounce retracement? Bulls want to see 50% plus bounce retracement if this is going to be a strong one, and we're already quickly approaching that. Need to get up to 556.54, which is less than 0.5% away. And best case for the bulls, as you know, would just be to keep holding weekly EMA 12. We don't have a daily downtrend. When's the last time the bears have confirmed a daily downtrend on SPY? You could call this one a little dinky pivot into a lower high and lower low, but we have not had a very clear, convincing one since we bottomed down at the end of April. So it's been months. And so that's, again, the next question. Can the bears convincingly confirm that downtrend on the daily time frame for SPY? QQQ, a little bit of a different look. You know, you can look at QQQ and say this is a head and shoulders, and that may be the case. Definitely have to be cautious of that. 473.82. We bottomed out 12 pennies above that level to end last week. Again, same thing. What's the bounce retracement size? We do have the hourly uptrend now, and bulls need to keep that hourly uptrend for a couple of days. Best case scenario for the bulls in the broader market, green Tuesday, green Wednesday, create that space off of this recent low. Best case for bears, red tomorrow. For red tomorrow, we got to be talking about daily bear flags on the table. And so, again, it's just another perfect example predicting with technical analysis. I have no idea which of those things are going to happen. I have no idea if we're going to keep the weekly extremely strong and head right back up with a 50% plus bounce retracement, or if we're about to form daily bear flags and see another leg down until we test weekly EMA 12, which we got real close to on the NASDAQ, not as close on SPY. And so that's why every single day we just get new information. Every hour we can shift the probabilities based on what's happening. And the hourly uptrend is now our guide. Semiconductors, nice strong close here as well. Same deal, lots of space for a lower high to be the result of this bounce. Bulls want 50% plus bounce retracement. They've got work to do. We're not even close to that at this point. We've got the hourly uptrend as our guide. Anything above the low of today will be an hourly higher low. One good thing for the bulls is you look at a name like NVDA, the leader of the space, we can make a simple statement and say, this is a bull flag if weekly EMA 12 keeps holding. We confirmed a weekly downtrend with no follow through. So weekly downtrend. When was the last time we confirmed a weekly downtrend? That was the first confirmed weekly downtrend. And look, let's go perfect example. So back here was the last time it happened. So it's literally been 8 months or so since it's happened. We confirm it straight into a multiple week bounce, and we bull flag to new all-time highs. So we've confirmed it. We bounced at this point, the daily bounce on NVDA, a little bit more significant. Need to get that 50% plus retracement, but if we can see another couple green days, we're going to be saying, is this exactly what we saw last time around? Is this a bull flag consolidating mostly sideways before heading to all-time highs? And you look at Bitcoin, and Bitcoin just confirmed the weekly downtrend straight into a multiple week bounce. Long, drawn out, weekly lower high, lower low. NVDA not nearly as drawn out, but hoping for the same results. Tesla has a beautiful daily equilibrium. I'm bummed that earnings are tomorrow after hours, because if not, this would be a top watch for me into the end of this week, looking for this to break. So bulls held support of 233, held it by 1.5% to end last week. Anything under 265.60 would just be a lower high. I don't know what that fan sounds like on my built-in mic, so apologies if it's a motorcycle. But tightening daily range that is going to be determined by the earnings reaction. bullish earnings reaction, and we're looking up at 299. We'll just call it 300 is the most important level. We got a weekly stair step for 6 weeks in a row at the moment. Bearish reaction, and we look for a weekly higher low with a lot of space for that to form. Financial sector. So again, watch those Twitter week ahead videos. I make a 1-minute clip on Twitter and said to start this week, we're watching for daily higher lows on IWM, XBI, XLF as a top watch. XLF is the only name that hasn't officially set it yet. Bulls need a break of 43.17 tomorrow to confirm the daily higher low is now set. And again, this could possibly be a bull flag. So when I'm looking to gauge, is this S&P 500 bounce strong or not, I'm watching the names that are much stronger. We know the NASDAQ and the semiconductors have been chopping around sideways. They led the pullback. The financial sector, IWM and XLV, have all been much stronger overall. And so watching to see, are we just going to see a couple days of consolidation and head right back up to the highs or not? XLV, inside bar bull break, so daily higher low is set here as well. New line in the sand level. Simple statement, if that low holds, the bulls are in complete control. Bears must confirm that daily downtrend if they're going to regain any momentum here. IWM. So we don't have an hourly uptrend yet. So we look at this and say, yes, the daily higher low is set because we broke the high of Friday. So the most important short-term support is now 215.38, but we did come straight off the lows. We have not confirmed the hourly uptrend yet. So yes, a daily higher low is set, but there's an asterisk next to that. We must confirm the hourly uptrend tomorrow to have confidence that we can follow through. But again, the retracement size, everything about the consolidation at this point, no red flags. Declining bear volume, retracement of 40, 45% at most. Daily EMA 12 still holding. Hourly didn't even get oversold. We got real close, didn't quite get there. XLF did get to hourly oversold. I was in an XLF hedge. I exited half of that hedge when we got to hourly oversold. But added IWM today, added back some position that I had sold. And again, it was just the prep, knowing that is the top watch for today from a swing trade perspective as the most likely scenario. So 12.53. So we break the low of Friday with no follow through and we V-shaped bounce. As soon as we're at 50% plus retracement, that's then okay. I now know the next most likely scenario. Even if we don't see a new high of the day, we're likely to hold the low. So my mindset, this is how I treat trading, my thesis. I have to lay it out. So at just before 1 p.m., I add back IWM, and my thesis is this is either the daily high or low or I'm wrong. We have not confirmed the hourly uptrend. We had not broken the high of Friday at that point, but I had enough information for me to make the solid risk-reward setup and say that's either the high or low or I'm wrong. And it's very easy to invalidate that statement. It's just a direct statement. If we don't break the low of today, I don't stop out this position. If we do, I was wrong, I stop out. It's that simple. It's black and white with regards to my trade game plan. Biotech sector, inside bar bull break, grinding daily EMA 12. So new key support 97.01. And again, bulls want to make their way back up to the recent high to keep this breakout going. Crypto stocks, coin is leading the way. We have the ETF launch for ETH this week, and coin definitely benefits from that. So the beautiful weekly equilibrium has broken bull. Not much follow through yet, but just a quick pullback to a daily higher low into continuation. And again, you compare it to the minor stocks, it's a night and day difference. MARA, still not a convincing daily higher low. And CLSK, a little bit better today, but still, not close to the recent highs. I do still love the CLSK sideways channel here for when it eventually breaks. Coin is clearly a lead crypto bull. And so new daily higher low set here. Again, I think Bitcoin's heading to all-time highs. I think that's the most likely scenario with where we stand. We've got Trump speaking at the Bitcoin conference on Saturday. If we run into Saturday, maybe it's a sell the news event. We'll have to watch what the next 4 days goes like. But the burden is definitely on the bears at this point because Bitcoin confirmed that weekly downtrend with zero follow-through. And that monthly chart right off EMA 12 sure looks like a bull flag right under all-time highs. So even if we do fail 70,000, we've got space for a weekly higher low to be the result of that pullback. Today I grabbed a little bit of a hedge because we had this 4-hour rising wedge. I've got exposure in these crypto stocks in swing positions. And this was a 4-hour rising wedge that confirmed, but obviously no follow through. And so stopped out that hedge attempt. Cannabis stock. So expected them to benefit from the headline with Biden dropping out, and they did. The big question is, can the bulls confirm this 2-day inverse head and shoulders on MSOS must break 804 and 820 to follow through here? And again, the fact that IWM was green definitely helped this sector today. The headline helped the sector today, but we must break 804 and 820. TCNNF remains my focus. Last week I did some shifting around. I sold GTBIF. I added TCNNF. I took a little bit off to protect to end last week, but it's still all TCNNF for me. We're testing 1080, which is multiple month highs. And again, TCNNF divided by MSOS hit all-time highs Friday, the strongest it's ever been compared to the ETF, and I expect this relative strength to continue into the dangling carrot of the Florida vote. I'll do a cannabis-specific video. I'd always do it for Chart Guys members, but I'll do it for public this coming weekend. The dollar. So the dollar confirmed a weekly downtrend with no follow-through, which again, if I'm a bull crypto or stocks, I don't want to see that. Now the question is, are the bulls going to be able to confirm a little inverse head and shoulders if we top out here? Essentially, can the bulls gain a daily uptrend? If we go straight from a weekly downtrend confirming into a confirmed daily uptrend, you can clearly say that's a bear break with no follow-through. And again, knowing bigger picture, a monthly high or low can form at any point. I really want to see bear follow-through. I want to see a bear cross of this MACD, or I should say the EMA 12 and 26, and I want to see another leg down. But the metals, little bit of a red flag. I'm watching a rising wedge now on gold because we hit a new all-time high with no follow-through. Anything, again, it's the weekly EMA 12 is the guide, but we've got to be cautious the rising wedge. And one of the red flags was gold led this move. If you look at XAU, XAG, you always want to see silver leading, because the strongest metal moves are with silver leading because bulls are more risk on going with the more volatile asset. And this is gold leading over the last couple of weeks. And so silver set a hard weekly lower high and is now grinding this low. It's on the verge of monthly consolidation. So it held today. There is a support level right here to play off of. But best case for the bulls is a continued tightening weekly range as their backs against the wall against this short-term support. So need to see a daily bounce get going here as well. And again, if the dollar gets this bounce going, we're going to confirm a weekly downtrend into monthly consolidation while the dollar gets a weekly bounce going. So metals a little bit precarious, gold more confident than silver for the bulls at the moment, but just enough time to be paying attention. I should say enough signs that we need to be paying attention in case we shift into this monthly consolidation. Oil, a bit more pullback. Again, this equilibrium is going to be beautiful and break this fall. We're looking for a weekly higher low compared to 70.67. We're approaching 50% retracement. We haven't gotten there yet. I'm probably just going to stick to the 2-week chart for this equilibrium. It's not picture perfect, but it's good enough for me. And again, watching for this to break potentially August, probably September, but we're going to take it one day at a time as always. And this will have some significant implications, in my opinion, for both the energy sector, longer term. Energy sector is still looking for a monthly higher low, little weekly uptrend. So yeah, we'll see how it breaks. All right, so what we're watching into tomorrow, to summarize, most importantly, is do we get bounce follow through? Another green day, keep the hourly uptrends going. We know that there has been shifting going on. To start the day, we had the NASDAQ and semiconductors clearly leading. Then we had the hard pullback. Then we had some rotation with IWM and XLF bouncing. And then we had the semiconductors and big tech pick back up the second half of the day or into the afternoon again. So just watching where that money's flowing. But overall, these new lows that we just set, the low of Friday, or in some instances like IWM, the low of today, that's now a key short-term level. And that for me is, if that level holds, bulls are still in full control of the weekly charts. If that level breaks, then probabilities shift a good bit. So nice to have a new level now at this point, because to end last week, it was just grind down, bulls try and bounce, didn't get anything, and no clear new level. Now we have that level. So one day at a time, Hope you're well, do good things. We'll see you soon.